It is September 2017, Lexington, Massachusetts. We are here to record the spontaneous movement to protest against the proposed Massachusetts House Bill H3361 that singles out Asian Americans. In August alone, 4 protests broke out in Boston, with hundreds of men, women, and children gathering to oppose the bill that seeks to divide Asian Americans. Proposed by Taki Chan, Massachusetts State Representative from Quincy, Bill H3361 would require all state agencies and quasi-state agencies to collect the country of origin for Asian Americans. In the town of Lexington, the birthplace of American liberty, an online survey of more than 300 people showed that 98% opposed this bill, 0.4% supported this bill, and 1.6% took a neutral position.
And you know how many countries are in Africa? In Africa, they do not ask them to go and fill out each country that they came from. If they ask the white people, okay, when you go to the war, we want you to say you came from Sweden, United Kingdom. If everybody else is doing that, that's okay. I also want to emphasize, this is America, it's one big melting pot. We are here, we're not Korean, Chinese, or Cambodia. We are here as Asians.
It hurt my psychological well-being. It hurt my human dignity. It's not just asking me to tell one piece of information. It's our government asked me to tell them openly about my country of origin. Every time I think about it, I feel hurt. And this hurt and the pain is very valid. It's shared by a lot of people of color and immigrants in this country.
It's terror over being asked, where are you really from? You aren't actually American. Where are you really from? Who are you really? And that is what I think the bill does most. It highlights not our connectedness or the need to help the least advantaged. Instead, it only highlights what divides us.
This bill cherry-picks Asian American for racial profiling. It undermines the foundational rights of Asian American to be treated equally as other ethnic groups in this country. We learn from history that similar racial profiling led to catastrophe of humankind. In 1935, Nazi Germany enacted the law to racial profile Jews and segregate them from the rest of the German population. We all know what happened to them in after years. The bill's sponsor claims that it's intended to address the disparity problem among Asian Americans. However, it is a wrong approach since it creates new injustice across all ethnic groups. It is far more efficient to identify the people who need the help by tracking their financial and social factors. For example, their educational level and their financial level.
America will never be a great country until it learns to be colorblind. Bill 3361, in singling out Asian people, only highlights their difference and unfairly attempts to separate them into groups. Asian people should feel leery about this bill, considering their history. Chinese immigrants were singled out for exclusionary laws and racist attacks. We all know how Japanese American people suffered during World War II, imprisoned in camps, losing their homes and businesses. Martin Luther King Jr. famously said, "I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character."
By singling out Asian Americans, Bill H3361 violates the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment and enforces the stereotype that Asian Americans are perpetual foreigners, no matter how many years we have lived in this country and how many generations our families have been here. Bill H3361 is a round solution to help those in need. In every race and country of origin, there are people who do well financially and people who could use some help. It is much better to use the income level for this purpose. After all, we are all Americans. It is our responsibility to defend our Constitution and stand up for justice and equality. If you live in Massachusetts, please contact your state representative and state senator to voice your concern. Thank you.